Huzzah, dude. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you are all having a fantastic weekend and are gearing up for a very exciting New Year's weekend. Our family is doing our Christmas present opening on Sunday because last weekend my sister got sick, so we postponed it just because she was the only one that wasn't going to be able to make it. So we're doing it on Sunday. So very excited about that. Super stoked to open presents. Probably one of my favorite things to do, and give presents. Genuinely, I love giving presents, especially since I have a niece and nephew now. And honestly, I love Christmas just because of them. But anyways, okay, that was like way off topic. Today, I don't really have any trigger warnings to warn you about. We are going to be talking about like some kind of adult content. I'm going to try to use innuendos because I don't want this video to get demonetized or taken down. But that being said, we can jump right into it. So first, to kind of understand the story, I need to explain what a college chancellor is, because I didn't honestly know. But a college chancellor is a leader of a college or university. They're usually either an executive or ceremonial head of the university or of a university campus within a university system. Okay, so I hope that helps. Kind of helped me. The University of Wisconsin's chancellor was Joe Gao. He's 63 years old. Joe also led the university's lacrosse campus within the university system. So he's been running the lacrosse campus since 2007, and he was also the university's longest tenured leader since the 1960s. Joe's wife, Carmen Gao, 56, had an unpaid position as an associate to the chancellor. So that's kind of cool. Like, they got to work together. Good for them. Joe and Carmen had been making sexually explicit videos together for years, but had recently decided to make them publicly available on porn sites under the username Sexy Happy Couple. I don't know, as far as the name, like, it's pretty straightforward, I feel like. However, after a 3-hour closed-door meeting, the Board of Regents, they unanimously voted to take away his chancellorship and put him on administrative leave. So this is a quote. "Upon my recommendation, the UW Board of Regents today terminated Dr. Joe Gao from his position as chancellor of UW Lacrosse effective immediately," UW, University of Wisconsin, system president Jay Rothman said in a statement after this 3-hour meeting. "In recent days, we learned of specific conduct by Dr. Gao that has subjected the university to significant reputational harm. His actions were abhorrent." That's a big word, so you can tell it's like not a community college. It's a state school. Just kidding. I went to community college. Absolutely loved it. In one video, Joe shows a cookbook titled "Monogamy with Benefits: How Corn Enriches Our Relationship." According to an Amazon author profile listed under a pseudonym, have the description of one of their books, so the back of the book just says, "A married couple that describes themselves as a married woman and man who serve in executive positions at two well-known organizations in the US. They frequently participate in civic and charitable events and appear in their local media," which they do. The Amazon author's profile has a few books listed and describes Joe and Carmen as sex positive. The books are written under the pseudonym Jerry and Jay Hart. In the Amazon profile, the authors are described as pen names of a married woman and man who serve in executive positions at two well-known organizations in the US. So I know I literally like just read that quote, but it was on the back of one of their books. Like, that's how it described them. So it was in the book's description as well. Not our real names, because we're still forced to kind of lay low on that. But someday, Joe said in a December 13th video. Supposedly, the whole goal of the videos was to help prevent the sexual lulls of past marriages, as well as stating that the two have collaborated with workers in the industry to produce their own upscale videos. Joe and Carmen have videos on Pornhub and also OnlyFans. They also have a YouTube channel by the name Sexy Healthy Cooking. I didn't look it up, but I will, because I'll put inserts, I think, into this video if I'm actually able to. In their cooking videos, the couple invite other corn actors on their personal show to cook while clothed, and then would later engage in sexual acts, but that portion was reserved for subscribers. Jay Rotham said that he planned on filing a complaint, after which would send Joe's status as a tenured faculty member into review. Board of Regents President Karen Walsh said in a statement that Gao had shown reckless disregard for his responsibilities as the leader of UW lacrosse. The outrage over his behavior is evidenced by the unanimous vote by the UW Board of Regents to terminate him as chancellor. We are alarmed and disgusted by his actions, which were wholly and undeniably inconsistent with his role as chancellor. I want to stress that the most important thing is that my wife and I are grateful that we live in a country where we have a First Amendment freedom to create and publish books and videos that explore consensual adult sexuality, Joe said. I'm very concerned that there's an issue of free speech and we're seeing the Board of Regents not supporting the concept. I get what he's saying, but I also get what the school is saying. In December of 2018, 10 other chancellors at the university got pay raises, but Joe was denied. The reasoning was because he invited a porn star to the UW lacrosse campus as part of a Free Speech Week event, which was the first of its kind at the school. There was another faculty member who also didn't get a pay raise, but that was because they had inappropriate sexual relations with someone at the school. Joe and Carmen both feel like the firing was wrong because it infringes on their free speech rights. It's not what we're about in higher ed to censor people, Carmen said. She added that the videos are only available to those who are looking for that type of content. If they seek it out, they're free to do so, she said. I mean, it's like they're kind of hiding it, but they were also kind of willing to come forward with it too, I guess. Joe said the university is not following their own policy on academic freedom and freedom of speech, adding, they also don't seem to realize that the First Amendment would be critical in this situation, which in a way, yes, he's right, but does free speech, but do they consider actions on video part of free speech? You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but it does in my head. On September 7th, Joe told the UW lacrosse student newspaper that Carmen was planning to create a cookbook and instructional videos called Cooking with Carmen. I think these might be the ones that ended up turning sexual. But anyways, I think that this is really interesting because it's starting to go into the First Amendment right of free speech, where I agree, you should have the right to do and say what you want, but also they're working with young adults on a university campus. So I don't know. And they are promoting positive ideals. I don't know. I'm very torn about this. On one hand, I feel like, yes, that was inappropriate considering his job. But on the other hand, it's free speech. But like I said, does that equate to also free actions that are videotaped and available for anyone to see? Meaning the students that he oversees could watch those videos. So I don't know. But I'm very curious to see what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm always so curious as to how people see this video and think their opinion, or how they get to the conclusion of their opinion is very interesting to me. So please make sure to comment down below how you feel about this video. Do you think the university was right? Do you think they were wrong? Let me know. That being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend and a very safe New Year's. I will see you guys on Monday. Bye guys.